What's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered. I'm Coach Jace, always with me, Coach Rob. Coach Rob, the board is thin for topics today. We have not had much action.
Maybe we can get into some of the stories we were telling before we started recording.
We probably shouldn't. But what we can do before we start recording is two things. One, we can definitely crack our beers. Two is Happy New Year. It's 2025.
Oh, yeah.
Man, dude, where'd this year go? This year like flew by.
Dude, that's so
it's crazy what happened.
I'm in charge of what is it? Of putting the X's on the calendar after the day. And I was looking at it today.
At work or home?
At work.
Okay.
At work. And I was looking at it today and I was like, oh shit, like this calendar's done. And I was like, oh wait, yeah, it is 25. And I was like, hey, boss man, we got another calendar for me to put up. He was like, yeah, here it is.
Yep.
And I put an X on it, and I was like, holy shit, this year's just gonna go by. Ever since I got out of like high school and the Navy and everything, really in the Navy, like everything flew by.
Yeah.
And since then, it's just been, holy shit, it's a new year now.
Yeah.
It feels like that every single year.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got some football on here. We got Georgia, Notre Dame. As everybody knows, the boys here from South Louisiana. So what happened New Year's morning down in New Orleans is just what's happened all around the world so far this year. In less than 2 full days, we've had the incident in New Orleans. It's been reported it's been either 14 or 15 people killed, many more injured.
It was 15, 25 injured.
Yeah. And then you got Vegas with the Tesla blowing up, and then you got New York and Queens. We had a shooting at a nightclub. Man, it's just that injured 11. I hadn't seen if anybody got killed. Prayers up to everybody there. Hopefully nobody did.
On a live.
Man, it's
on a live, as they say.
Yeah, it's the way 21 or 25 has started. Ain't been good, but look, prayers go out to everybody, and it hits home, right? Like former LSU wide receiver Jack Besh. His little brother was one of the ones killed.
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't realize that was his little brother, but okay. So his little brother was one of the ones that got hit.
Yeah, one of the 15 that's gone now. So, look, everything hits a little closer to home when it is your home. I mean, we live an hour from New Orleans. Like, luckily, from what's been reported, I didn't know anybody. I don't think you knew anybody.
No, I know.
From what's been reported.
I know people that did know people, but I didn't know those people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's a very sad situation all the way around. And, Sugar Bowl got postponed.
Now it's tonight.
Now it's going on right now. They started at 3 o'clock while people are at work for some reason. I guess maybe they wanted the thing to be out in the daytime instead of night.
Thursday night football tonight.
Thursday night. Okay, that makes sense.
So they can't. They
don't want to overlap it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, look, hearts go out to everybody affected. Prayers go out to everybody, obviously. So with that being said, though, we do have some baseball news to talk about. We had said 2 episodes ago that we were going to get into the luxury tax threshold stuff, the AAV stuff, how it all affects these teams. What does it all mean? Did you do any research?
You know me.
Winging it.
I absolutely did not.
Winging it.
I 100% don't have anything pulled up on my computer.
Okay.
So, with that being said, I appreciate you making the note, and I hope you appreciate me updating the board today with the notable free agents that you had in mind. But also, with that being said, good luck today, bud.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
Yeah, no, you can jump. It's pretty.
If you ask me a question, I'll answer it.
No, it's pretty.
Might
simple.
not be right, but I will answer it.
It's pretty simple to understand. All right. So every sport goes through essentially contract negotiations with the league, right? In MLB, it's called collective bargaining agreement. The CBA is what it's called. A few years ago, the CBA had to be renewed. We're 2 years away from a new CBA coming. So you get these competitive balance tax thresholds. In other sports, this is known as your luxury tax, your salary cap. Okay?
Understood.
All right. That's it for the parentheses because I know, or the air quotes because I know how much you love them. So think of this as MLB's salary cap, even though they don't have one, right? MLB's known for not having a true salary cap that you can't go over, you can't exceed, or you get penalized. Now you do get penalized for this. This year it's $241 million. So the way this is calculated is obviously in the CBA agreements and negotiating part. But what you look at is not the necessarily the number that player's getting paid. So Shohei Ohtani, right? He signed a 10-year, $700 million contract. 680 of it's deferred. So his AAV, so his average annual value of that contract, is 42 or 48 or whatever it is. Let's make it a little bit more simple. You sign a contract for 2 years, $20 million. Your AAV, average annual value, is $10 million. Okay. That's what this looks at, and is how the number is calculated. When you look at a team, you look at a guy like Nolan Arenado. He's getting paid $31 million this year. Some of that money's coming from the Rockies, or $32 million. Some of it's coming from the Rockies. Some of it's coming from the Cardinals. If the Cardinals decide to trade him, which all indications say they are, they're going to have to pay some of that money to his other team, and the other team will have to pay some. And it all averages out over the course of the next 3 years to where his number goes from 32 this year to like 25 next year to like 17 the year after that. So his average is 21 million. So we're not necessarily looking at the 32 that he's getting paid this year. You're taking the average of the lifetime of the contract is how they come to these numbers. Why did this start? How'd they get to this? I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Dude,
look.
So penalties for it. Okay, let's talk penalties for it.
Okay.
Because we know the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, Red Sox got back underneath it. Some other teams are over it. So $241 million coming up in 2025, right? If you have $241 million in $1, you're going to pay a 20% tax on that $1 that you're over. So you're going to pay 20 cents. Okay? There's also surcharges involved in this nonsense too, but we're not going to really get into that. So you go over in your first year, you pay a 20% tax on all overages. You stay over the second year, that percent goes to 30. You stay over the third year, that percent goes to 50. And it stays at 50 for the lifetime that you're over. Now, anytime you dip back under whatever the CBT is, it resets automatically. So if you go first year at 20, second year at 30, third year you drop contracts and you get below it, and then the next year you're back at 20%, and then 30, and then 50, and so on. Are you following here? Math's supposed to be your game here.
It is, but after a few of these, but math goes out the window.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Let me explain this. Also, I was in honors math classes in high school. Took 4 years off of school to go to the Navy.
Yep.
Come back and go to school for instrumentation technology. And I had to take a math class. And it was like basically like the idiots who couldn't pass like a college math.
But you're not an idiot.
No, I'm not. I agree. Sometimes I am, but this time I shouldn't have been. And you know they say C's get degrees and all that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I got an F my first year of college algebra. I took it twice. I passed it the second time. I got a B.
Good job.
But that was like a rude awakening. Like, holy shit. Like, I done forgot everything. And then I haven't gone to college since 2019. So, yeah. No, yeah. No, it's just not a thing for me.
So essentially, like let's pull up here for just real quick. Nolan Arenado. Let me get his actual numbers for you. So Arenado's contract was he's got a lot of opt-outs. 8 years, $260 million. Okay.
Okay.
So a lot of this money's deferred, which we've talked about deferments already. Dodgers are famous for this. So if you take all of the deferment stuff, because that also drops, just like Shohei, he's technically getting. Sorry, I said I was done with air quotes.
No, it's okay. You can technically continue to do them
on a 10-year, $700 million contract, right? But 640.
640.
I can't read that.
It's okay.
640.
Trying to show Coach Jace a text message. But okay, so look, time out real quick. Let Coach Jace read this text message. And he's reading.
All
right.
So
he's done reading.
So 8 and 260, right? Man, now you got me all thrown off here.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But with all of the deferments, whatever his signing bonus was, all that takes away from your average salary. So his average over the next few years, this year in 2025, his total is $21 million, but his luxury tax hit is $25.5. So you're not looking at the necessary number that he's getting paid this year. You got to look at your average. It's super confusing. Again, think of it like this: it's a 2-year, $20 million deal. The first year you're getting paid $18 million. The second year you're getting paid $2 million. Your average is 10. Right? 20 divided by 2, 10. Easy math. You got that math, right?
It's 20 divided by 2?
20 divided by 2, 10. Fuck. Because baseball...
Give me a second. I'll give you an answer.
Baseball is different from a lot of sports.
10.
There you go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Baseball is different from a lot of sports. I can sign a 4-year, $40 million contract, and I can choose to front-load it or back-load it like Shohei's doing, where, first year I want guaranteed most money. I don't want $10 million. I want $30 million. And then the next 3 years you pay me 3.3. But still my average is 10, right? Even though I'm getting paid 30 this year, my average over the lifetime of the contract is 10. And even though I'm getting paid 3.333333 million the next 3 years, my average is still 10. So that's how they conduct your AAV and how it affects the CBT. Did I say affects?
You did. Words are hard on this podcast.
That's how it affects.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm intrigued. Okay, but that's
to learn
enough.
More.
But that's enough.
All right,
that's enough. We're actually gonna skip 2 and move on to 3 real quick.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. I wrote that down and was like, oh, this shit I didn't put it in order. Fuck it. We're gonna skip 2, go to 3.
Okay.
All right. So Max Scherzer. Okay, he has apparently 4 teams that are interested in a 40-year-old Max Scherzer. Now, probably going to be 1-year deals. That's probably how it's going to be. That's just the known thing for 40-year-olds at this point, right? If they could give him a half-a-year contract, they would. Okay. But apparently it wasn't reported.
What 4 teams?
What 4 teams?
Yeah, John Heyman did his interview and said there are 4 teams known to be interested in Max Scherzer, but didn't say any of the 4.
Right, so it got me thinking, what 4 teams need pitching? So I went on MLB.com, and there's a great article of...
Look at you. You did do some research.
I literally just did it.
Okay.
Of the top 10 teams that need rotation help. All right? So, and you can find this article on MLB.com if you're wondering where we found it. Obviously, it's there. Literally went on Google and typed in MLB teams that need pitching, and this popped up.
Okay.
So Giants are number 1. Okay, they have in their rotation, their projected rotation, Logan Webb, Robbie Ray, Kyle Harrison, Jordan Hicks, Hayden Birdsong. All right?
Yep.
I wouldn't mind a 40-year-old Max Scherzer in there. Just a 1-year deal, call it a day. Give him 1 in 15. Probably a little bit more than that, but I think maybe 18 max. All right, I don't think he's worth anything more than that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
We do have to keep in mind that Alex Cobb signed a 1-year, $15 million deal.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Who would you rather have, Alex Cobb or Max Scherzer?
Exactly.
I'll take Max.
So number 2, the Orioles.
Yep.
Baltimore.
Yep.
Projected rotation is Eflin, Grayson Rodriguez, Dean Kramer, Cade Povich, and Albert Suarez. Mm-hmm. Scherzer would fit great in there.
Yes, he would.
Okay. Number 3, Detroit. In Detroit, signing Glaber. All right, they got offense now. Okay, they have the offense that they needed.
And they're the lead candidate for Bregman.
Right, and they've also made the playoffs this year. Orioles did too. I agree.
The Cy Young winner.
Right, but these Tigers can make a run. Their projected rotation, Skubal, obviously one. Mm-hmm. Reese Olson. So Alex Cobb isn't in here anymore. So I don't know when this article was written, but Casey Mize and Keter Montero. Right? They say on here the ideal fit for this team is Flaherty.
Well, that's them bringing him back.
Wouldn't be bad. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I'd like Scherzer in that too. Cleveland with Scherzer.
He did sign with the Tigers, Alex Cobb. So that's accurate.
I thought you just said Cobb signed with the Giants. No, who'd you say signed with the Giants?
Nobody. I said, whenever you're talking about $15 million, $18 million, I said we do have to keep in mind that Alex Cobb signed a 1-year, $15 million deal. Who would you rather have, Cobb or Scherzer?
Oh, okay. No, we were talking about the Giants, and I thought you said Cobb signed with the Giants.
No.
This just shows how much research I didn't do because I didn't know that. Okay, so Cobb is with. All right. Okay, makes sense now. Okay, so this was recent. All right.
In the top left corner, it should have when it was updated.
No, it does. It does. I just didn't feel like scrolling all the way to the top. This was December 15th.
Okay.
So I guess recent. So number 4 is the Guardians, and it says ideal fit here, Walker Buehler. Obviously, Red Sox signed Walker Buehler, but they have Beebe. All right, Gavin Williams, Ben Lively, which I was curious if that's related to Blake Lively, but it's besides the point. Luis Ortiz and Tristan McKenzie. I love Tristan McKenzie. I don't like him in the 5.
Yeah, but he hadn't done nothing.
It doesn't matter. I think he's better than what they.
He got sent down last year because he was so bad.
Yeah, you know what? Oh well. The Mets.
Yeah, he's not going back.
But he's not going back, so that's perfect right there. And they've already signed Manea back, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Boston, number 6. No, we don't want him.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Give me Verlander over Scherzer.
The Nationals.
Okay, I can see that going back.
Bring him back to retire.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be solid. They had Mackenzie Gore, Jake Irvin, who was a dog this year, Mitchell Parker, DJ Hers, and Kay Cavalli.
DJ Hers is the most underrated pitcher in the league right now.
Got it. Okay. 8 Cubs. Could you see it?
No.
Imanaga, Steele, Italian, Assad, and Boyd. It's pretty good.
I'm missing somebody there. They traded for somebody.
They got what's it? Court Nestor, right? No.
Mm-mm.
Who they end up getting in the?
They signed Matthew Boyd. Is he on there?
Yeah,
you said
that's what I said. Boyd. Boyd's a 5. He's a 5 in this one.
I wonder when this was updated. I thought they had somebody else. I swear that they traded for somebody else.
No, they traded. So they traded Bellinger. Who'd they get for Bellinger? Minor league prospect. All they got was minor league guys.
Yeah, they got that other pitcher.
Yeah, but it's minor league guys. So then you go to number 9. That'd be the Blue Jays. Right? And it says Nick Pivetta is an ideal fit for them, which I know you like that. Let him go there.
Yeah, anywhere but the Red Sox. I don't give a fuck where he goes.
You got Gausman, Barrios, Bassett, Bowden, Francis, and then Yariel Rodriguez. That's your projected rotation right there. And then number 10, the Padres. I'd love to see Scherzer on the Padres, but that's just me. I'm a big Padres guy.
You are a Padres guy.
Yeah, I mean, when you live there and you go to games and it's lit, like it is electric in there.
Yep.
You know, holy shit! Like even when they sucked, it was just insane. You had Melvin Upton Jr. at that point when I was there, and he had a walk off against Arizona. Later on in the season,
former BJ Upton,
right? Correct. Formerly known as BJ Upton. Yeah. But I mean, those would be the teams, in my opinion.
Did we say St. Louis or Kansas City?
Nope.
I'd love to see one of those two, just because he's from there. The big question with Scherzer is, what is he chasing? Because if it's a championship, you can mark out some of those teams.
But he already won one, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Baltimore, he's got two.
One with the Nationals.
And one with the Rangers?
Yeah.
Yep. The Rangers 2 years ago?
Yeah.
He was there?
Yep.
Got traded to him mid-season?
Yep.
But the St. Louis and KC, he's from KC. St. Louis is close. It's not, or he's from St. Louis, and I don't remember exactly where he's from. But either way, let's see where this says where he's from. St. Louis. All right, so he's from St. Louis, so both of those are close.
He went to Missouri. That's where he went to college at.
Yeah. So I think that could be a fit, but it's also like, what is Max chasing, and what does he want here? Is he – because, I mean, look, this is a guy that's most likely a first-ballot Hall of Famer. This is an absolute stud. He has a career 3.16 ERAs, 216 and 111 in his career. Strikeout numbers are insane. He led the league 3 straight years in strikeouts, led the league in innings multiple times, led the league in wins 4 times, led the league in games started twice, complete games 3 times, led the league. I mean, this is a guy, strikeout to walk numbers, led the league 4 times. This is a dude that is an absolute dog on the mound. But you're not getting that Max Scherzer. And the last couple of years, you know, it's been very up and down for him. He's made 19 starts. No, that's not right. 2021, 30 starts. And then it dropped down to 23 starts. And then last year, he had 27 starts. No, that was 23, 27 starts. Last year, only 9 starts. So, you know, there's been some injury concern. He had back issues years ago when I think he was still with the Nats when he had the back issues. And he's been fighting that. So, you know, this is a guy that's coming in. He's going to probably be your 4 or 5 guy. He's not being your ace. It's just not him anymore. I think San Francisco is the right move. You miss on Corbin. You need another veteran presence to help a guy like Jordan Hicks. Wicks is a different dude.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but he is definitely a different guy.
Let's just look up who Jordan Wicks is real quick. I know he's
Welcome
something.
to Diamond Deck Discussions.
I know he's something. Oh, look, he's a starting pitcher for the Cubs. Speaking of the Cubs, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
All right. That's probably because I was just looking at the Cubs pitching depth chart.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
But Jordan Hicks, Robbie Ray coming back. He's still trying to find his way from the Tommy John he had 2 years ago. Yeah, I think San Francisco, you're trying to make a push in that division. Man, the Diamondbacks have gotten better with signing Corbin Burns. Now, granted, you did lose Christian Walker and Jock. A lot of offense there. But you signed fucking Corbin Burns. A lot of non-offense there. And holding other teams to no offense. And you already got 7 starting pitchers deep, too. So you can trade from your plethora of pitching and get some offense. We know what the Dodgers are going to do. Padres, are they selling? Are they not selling? Are they lowering payroll, not lowering payroll? What are they doing? We don't really know yet. And then, you know, Colorado, which they'll be the bottom feeders again. But, I mean, you got 4 teams in that division, and you need some help. You know, you need some help there. So I think San Francisco is a good fit for him. I would love maybe see him go back home with a young Kansas City team. close to St. Louis. Kansas City
I
is
mean,
close.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Be a 4 or 5. Help that team get to the playoffs. Learn how to win in the playoffs. Learn how to recover in the playoffs on quick rest and having to turn it around. And because, again, that division up for grabs too. I mean, that division can go 3 different ways. I don't think the Twins are in it. But
no, AL Central is kind of
Guardians,
KC, and Detroit. Those
yeah.
are the only 3 that are really in the running for it. Now, Twins could surprise us. They could. I don't get it.
I don't think the Twins will, just because they're trying to lower payroll too. I've seen Correa's name on the trade block. I've seen their ace Pablo Lopez on the trade block. So I don't think, and you can't keep Royce Lewis or Byron Buxton healthy. So I don't see it happening for the Twins. I think they're a 10-12 game below 500 team. I don't see that happening.
That's fair.
But
anyways,
yeah, Scherzer, man, 4 teams interested. It's so intriguing to know what 4 teams. I wish we knew more, so we could talk about maybe like, say it was the Giants, the Royals, the Tigers, and the Blue Jays, or the Orioles. And be like, all right, what's the best fit for him out of those 4 teams? That's the 4 teams interested. What's the best fit?
Yeah, no, I wish we could. I wish we could do that. That'd be nice, but we can't because
we don't know who it is.
Heyman's not on his shit.
It might be the A's, might be the Rockies.
That'd be, dude. It might be the Angels.
Might be the Angels. The Angels are.
Let's talk about it, Coach. Because look, this Angels team. All right, first thing they did in free agency this year was what?
What? Okay, in free agency or just like the first thing they did? Because the first thing they did was trade with the Braves,
right,
to get solar power.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So first thing they did in free agency,
that is what you're talking about.
Yes, they traded Griffin Canning to the Braves for Soler.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next they traded cash considerations to Philly for Scott Kingery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1 second. I'm sorry.
What you got going on there, bro?
Sorry, I'm working on something.
Oh, okay.
So then after that, after they traded for Scott Kingery, which we were like, what the fuck? They went ahead and they signed Travis d'Arnaud. When there was Kyle Higashioka still on the board, they signed d'Arnaud. Which d'Arnaud, not knocking him, dude's a great catcher. Dude's a great offensive player. He's a good dude, right?
Let's just call it what it is. When d'Arnaud got DFA'd by the Braves, he was the best catcher on the board.
I can agree.
Okay.
Sure.
All
right.
good.
So 2-year contract to d'Arnaud, right? Then after that, it went just we were sitting here going, what the fuck are the Angels doing? Well, all of a sudden they signed left-handed pitcher Yusei Kikuchi to a 3-year contract.
Fact.
And we were like, holy shit. Are the Angels trying to make a run here, right? So they haven't done shit since. But there's rumors. There's rumors, Coach. There's rumors, Coach, that Big Meat Pete, old Pete Alonso, might be coming to the Angels. And I don't know how I feel about it. Because he'd be joining Trout, and a healthy Trout is a good Trout. Okay? If Rendon can play 120, then this team with everything they've added could be good. Could be.
Yeah.
But will they? That's the huge question.
Yeah. Will they be good? No. Could they be good? Yeah. Will they be good? No. Look, according to MLB trade rumors, it came out today that the Angels are reportedly weighing a pursuit of Pete Alonso. And you got Nolan Shanuel there. Probably needs to get sent back down. He didn't have the best year. Remember, he got rushed through the minors. In fact, I don't think he even spent more than just a few games in the minors. Let's see. Where's his minor league stuff at? Right here somewhere. Amateur, college, and minor league stats. So, kid got drafted in 2023. All right. He started, here's how crazy this is. Started in AA, played 17 games, then got sent down to single A, played 2 games, then got sent to rookie ball where he played 3 games, and then late in 2023, the same year he got drafted, the same year he got sent down twice, they called him up to the majors to play in 29 games where he hit 275. Solid. Love that. But then this past year played 147, had a drop off, only hit 251 with 13 homers. As a first baseman, I'm okay with 251.
Yeah.
But as a first baseman, I need 25 homers. I don't need 13. That's a power position, just like third base, just like right field.
Well,
that's power positions.
Going from the Met Stadium to the Angel Stadium, I think you'll have a little bit more power. I think the air's a little thinner out there.
No, I'm talking about Nolan Shanuel.
Okay.
Not Pete yet.
Understood. I need to start paying attention.
Because Pete is a perennial 30-homer guy. I mean, this is a dude that has hit 30 home runs all but once in his career, and it was the shortened 2020 season where he played 57 games and hit 16. So you lengthen that out times 3, he hits 48. All right, this is a perennial 30 home run threat. Rookie year, where he won Rookie of the Year, he hit 53 homers. And then the next year was 16 in the COVID shortened season, and then from there, 37, 40, 46, 34. This is a perennial 30 home run hitter. And I think Nolan Shanuel can use some more time down in the minors to try to figure it out a little bit more. Or you keep Nolan Shanuel up there. Pete is a horrendous first baseman. His fielding is god-awful. You put him in the DH behind Shanuel, where they have to pitch to him so he gets to see better pitching. You maybe go like, your 1, 2, 3 is Trout, Shanuel, Pete. You don't want to pitch to Trout as long as he stays healthy. You do want to pitch to Shanuel because you don't want to pitch to Pete. So maybe he starts seeing more fastballs middle. Maybe he sees a 2-0, like, we said it before on here. There's no more fastball counts where 2-0 you can expect fastball pipe or 3-1 expect fastball pipe. We see more 2-0 sliders than we've ever seen before. Sweepers, changeups, curveballs, whatever the hell you want to call all these pitches nowadays. Maybe he gets in a situation where he's in a 2-0 count with Trout on first base. You don't want to walk him, so you throw a little get me over.
Hold on. Hey, bud.
What's that?
Hey, so
we got a call-in guest here.
Yeah, we got a call in right now. My buddy Chris Collins. All right, look, we're gonna put you. Look, see everybody. Say wave, hey, bud.
What's up, boss? Y'all might remember Chris. He was our first ever guest on the show.
Was he?
I believe.
Okay. All right.
I am honored.
Yeah, honored. Yeah. Okay, so right now we're talking Pete, right? So Pete to LA to the Angels. What are your thoughts on that?
That's nonsense.
Is it nonsense from Pete's standpoint or for the Angels standpoint or both?
Both. I mean, here's... okay, so, one, Angels don't need it. Nolan Shanuel, he's going to be good. Like, he's already good of how quick he got up there, but he's going to be fine. Like, stick with him. He's your next franchise first baseman. Stick with that. And Pete Alonso wants to go to a winning place, so that's not an option for him there. And will he get paid if he goes to the Angels? Yeah, he would get paid. But the one benefit would be, like, as Angels fans, he wouldn't be a bust like Anthony Rendon. It wouldn't be like that.
Dude, he's
it's like you were listening to us right before you called in.
Anthony Rendon's a good player, dude.
Okay, I'm going to just tell you this.
Oh, here we go.
Before I smack you upside your head, all right? Let me just tell you. It tells you something when you play MLB The Show and that man is worth $30 million and overall is 59.
That's a good point.
Understood. I play a lot of the show. So does
all right,
Jace.
so hold on. So Chris, let me ask you. So the what I just put out there right before you called in was you keep Shanuel at first base because we know Pete's offense or defense is horrendous, right? Dude is terrible defensively. Okay, you hopefully have a healthy Mike Trout, so you put Pete at the DH spot, and you go Trout, Shanuel, Pete, 1, 2, 3, to where you don't want to pitch to Trout. You have to throw strikes to Shanuel because you don't want first and second with Pete up and nobody out. So now he gets more good pitches to hit and can show out a little bit more. Because I agree. I think he's going to be an absolute dog. He got rushed through the minors. He only played in, what did I just now say he played in? Like 22 games he played in or something.
Yeah, he got drafted and then called up the same year.
Yeah, so he got drafted, played 17 games, then 2 games at A-ball, 3 games at rookie ball. So 22 games and then gets called up to the bigs to play the last 29. I agree. I think he's going to be an animal. But, I mean, what about that? Trout, Shanuel, Pete. Okay,
so you're making the decision that the Angels do get Pete Alonso. That's what you're saying, right?
Hypothetical.
Hypothetically, if they do get Pete Alonso, here's where I might debunk your brilliant plan, Jace, all right? So
he thinks I'm brilliant.
Get Jorge Soler, and he is terrible on defense too, and that's their DH.
Yeah.
And so Jorge Soler is going to stay there. Pete Alonso goes to first. Shanuel can go to left or right. He's played in left and right field before. So you can move him there and just deal with Pete Alonso's average base skills, I guess you could say, on the field. And then that could potentially give them the opportunity to go get people and trade Taylor Ward off what they're trying to do.
Yep, we've seen those. We've seen that rumor too.
I think that is more likely than the Pete Alonso happening. Like, Taylor Ward's going to get shipped off. I think, honestly, watch the Phillies come in and swoop him up.
Taylor Ward?
Taylor Ward?
Yes.
What for?
Alec Bohm.
That dude, if he played for a winning team, yeah, I get it. His numbers were down last year, but he is still producing on a crappy team.
He is doing that.
Okay. And you just trade. Who did they trade? They traded Brandon Marsh, right?
No,
they haven't traded.
Not yet.
They got Casty and Alec Bohm in the trade rumors.
That's right. So honestly, if you're an Angels fan, which my brother's an Angels fan, and
so he lives disappointed.
He's not disappointed. Honestly, he goes. It's just chaos, and there's no direction where it goes. The only thing he said that so far has gone okay was last year when they signed Ron Washington, good coach.
Fact.
And GM Perry, he's actually decent. Like, he wants to win, but Artie Moreno's the owner, and he's just a jackass.
Yeah, he sucks.
What about them signing Kikuchi and d'Arnaud?
I like it. I think it's good.
So that was our first thing was, like, what the fuck are the Angels doing?
They are spending less money for average players, let alone they're actually. So Travis d'Arnaud can be a great backup to Logan O'Hoppe. That's a good backup you can have. Let alone you sign him for 2 years cheap, and he can also hit. So you're filling some roles there. Kikuchi eats innings all day long. They don't need a star. They just need a guy that eats innings, because they were bringing up guys from the farm system nobody heard about, and then they send them back down because they need guys to eat because people were injured. Same thing with Kyle Hendricks. Just eat innings. Don't have to be good. Just eat innings.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
The problem with the Angels is they have a major DH problem, right? Because you're interested in Pete, but you got Shanuel, and yes, you can trade him. I got that, or not trade him. You can put him in the outfield, trade Ward. Got that. Let's say they don't, though. Then you're stuck with O'Hoppe starting because he's a dog, or Travis d'Arnaud starting, which means one of those other two is also vying for the DH spot. You've already said Jorge Soler is the permanent DH, which I believe that's a fact too. And then you also have the other outfielder,
Joe
Adele, who's terrible in the outfield, that needs to DH.
He got so much better, though. He got so much better. You have to give him playing time.
And you got a Rendon that you have to take out of the field because he can't seem to stay healthy. that needs to be a DH only too. They have a major DH problem here.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna, so if you're taking the whole roster and they get Pete Alonso and the DH role's the problem, the odd man out, I'm gonna say it, and people may not like it. I just don't think it's worth it because you saw what Joe Adele can do when he plays more often. He actually does better. And not only fielding, but hitting as well. Like, give him a full season, I bet you he can hit 20-plus bombs.
Oh, yeah. I'm not questioning his offensive ability. Offensive ability is good.
I would say Jorge Soler's the odd man out, and they would have to eat that money.
Okay.
If the only way if they get Pete Alonso and they want to play the right way, Jorge Soler is the odd man out, and they could use him for trade bait, but that's a big contract. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just bigger. And you can maybe get another starter, like a MLB average starter with it, or a bullpen piece. I would say more go for the bullpen piece because you need it. So it's hard. It makes no sense to go after. This is why they should not go after Pete Alonso. It makes things more complicated for them.
Yes, it does. And you're just spending money just to spend it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't like any of it. I'm not a fan.
You know, and don't get me started with my Mariners. I don't know what's going on there.
You know what? That was going to be one of my questions. How do you feel about your Mariners?
I want a petition for me to be the owner and GM of that team at the same time, like Jackie Moon of the Flint Tropics. Because I could turn this team funny. So fast, cut money, and have better revenue because we have I think it was the 10th best revenue in fans, and I'm like, and then the owner's like, we don't want to spend money, and I'm like, what? Makes no sense. If you spend more money and you win, you earn more money.
All right, here's the test of how good of a GM you'd be for the Mariners. Red Sox offered you Casas and Yoshida for Luis Castillo. You're the Mariners GM, yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely. What a stupid idea from the Red Sox, and what a horrible no from the Mariners. Dumb.
I will take Yoshida's contract. He got hurt once, but you saw what he did his first year there.
He can hit. He's not going to give you power, but he can hit.
No, we don't need power. We need average. We need a batting average. We have nobody that can hit above 280 except Julio Rodriguez. That is it.
You need batting average and you need cut down on strikeout rate. He does both of those things.
And Tristan Casas is under control for a long time. Yeah, his numbers in home runs will go down because he's not dealing with pesky pole. But it would be who of the Mariners to do that, let alone I think the main reason why they did that was because they said the Yoshida part was not in their favor. That makes no sense to me.
You would have saved $6 million a year trading Castillo for Yoshida.
I take it all day long.
Me too.
My thing is, here's a good trade that people just don't want to hear. Okay, but I'm saying do it. If you're looking to cut payroll, then you do this. You get Luis Castillo, right? And you get J.P. Crawford, okay? That's probably around $40 million in 1 year, right there, kind of gone. And the way you do it, you trade for one player and one player only. And you know who that player is? That if you want to win, it helps the ball club? Nolan Arenado, right then and there.
Does he, though?
No.
Yes, he does. I don't care if he's downgrading or anything while he's in St. Louis. I'm telling you, he to me, it's like when we traded Eugenio, I was so upset about that. I was so upset because he is just the clubhouse guy. He's a defensive guy, too, that nobody talks about. And he puts up nobody talks about.
I wanted to call you when that happened, but I didn't.
You texted. Y'all texted about it.
I think we did text about it.
It was. I mean, good for the Diamondbacks. I think, let alone sidetrack. Diamondbacks are gonna.
He had a bad year though.
Or the wild card for sure.
He had a bad year though. Offensively, he declined. Offensively, maybe not defensively, but offensively he declined.
I don't know.
In a better lineup, too, which was weird.
Hey, Kyle Seager still has some years on him.
Dude, the only reason Kyle Seager flipping retired was because the Mariners were like, we don't want to renew your contract. He just came off one of his best years of his career, and you mean to tell me that man could not get a 1-year contract?
Fact.
Are you kidding me?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean, I was honored to be there and see his last game ever played in a Mariners game. That was awesome. Do I think the Mariners did him wrong? Yes. Do I think Jerry Dipoto needs to be fired? Yes. Do I think the owner needs to get... Nah, you can't fire the owner, but can I don't know, maybe find out a way to, maybe he doesn't make it to work in time or something like that. Yes, I can find out a way.
Hey, quick question, Bub, before we let you go.
Yeah.
Favorite free agent and where are they going?
That's left on the market? Oh, that's a good one. He's not my favorite because I just don't really like him, but it's Jack Flaherty.
Why don't you like him? Because he played with the Dodgers this year?
No, he's just so cocky.
Oh, let me predict the team you're going to send him to. Hold on, just a second. You can't see my phone. All right, I'm gonna show Rob.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Right. So, it's American League.
Okay.
It's in the East.
Yeah.
It's the New York Yankees.
Oh, no shot.
No. We said Jace said the Orioles. He predicted the Orioles.
Well, I mean, that's a good fit too, but I think the Yankees are willing to pay more and want to win now instead of the Orioles want to kind of, they lost Corbin Burns, I get it, but like they're going to stick to in-house stuff.
Yeah, but you can't. If the Yankees do that, though, Clark Schmidt immediately becomes a bullpen piece, and you can't have that.
Clark Schmidt was a bullpen piece before.
Yeah, but you need him after what he did this year, you need him in the rotation because Stroman's not in the rotation at all.
Oh, no, Stroman's not in the rotation at all. No. I mean,
you wouldn't sign Max Fried. I mean, that's more than enough.
Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Luis Hill, and
Rodon.
I mean, Jack Flaherty is better than Clark Schmidt. I'm just saying.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Now, even if like Clark Schmidt moves to the bullpen, right? That's just added depth to. Let's say Luis Hill has a really bad sophomore slump. Then you put Clark Schmidt back in.
Yep. I think the Yankees are going to look for offense. You need first base, second base, third base help.
Well, who's the Orioles starting rotation?
Eflin and Rodriguez.
Hold on, wait.
And then Dean Kramer.
Oh, shit, I had it.
Kyle Bradish will eventually come back from Tommy John this year. And who was the fifth guy? I don't remember who the fifth guy was.
Wait, I had it pulled up.
All right.
What's that?
Trevor Rogers, he's not there anymore, right?
No. So, the projected starting rotation for the Orioles is Zach Eflin, Grayson Rodriguez, Dean Kramer, Cade Povich, and Albert Suarez.
Cade Povich, yeah, that was the other guy.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing. Also, another free agent that nobody's talking about because they think he's damaged goods, but I think he can actually have a bounce back year. John Means, definitely for sure.
Oh, yeah. John Beans, dude?
Dude, that dude, if he just stays, you saw what he could do if he just stays healthy. He's great.
Yep, he is. He is that.
And he's coming off surgery. Yeah, I get it. It's damaged goods 2 seasons in a row, but give him a 1-year deal, and it's more upside than, payout. So
yeah.
1 year with an option or something.
Not even an option. Like 1 year, $5 million, and if he sucks, then you can trade him. Or if he's doing great, you can still trade him and get a lot more for it.
I'm with you. One more question, and this is a personal one.
Oh boy,
is that gray in your beard?
It's been here. You don't talk to your elders like that.
Oh, man.
I appreciate you coming on. Thank you.
All right, Chris. I appreciate it, Chris. Have a good one, man.
See ya.
Later, brother.
All right, everybody. That was Chris calling in. Man, random call there. I like it. You had to be. Is that what you were texting the whole time?
That's what I was working on. Yes.
All right, we're gonna get him calling. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. I love that. That's that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the first for us.
It was the first.
I'd rather test it with Chris than anybody else because Chris knows his shit.
Yeah, he does. He knows baseball very well. He's very smart.
And if there are people listening right now or watching on YouTube or whatever, and you recognized him, it's because, like you said, he was our first guest ever. And my good buddy from San Diego, he's just a dog in the world of baseball. He knows his shit. He used to have his own podcast, Throwing Partners, and before that it was the Rev and the Bear podcast. He's actually had two. Neither of them left off the ground, but neither is ours, so it's okay. But no, man, this is incredible just to even think about with the Angels trying to go get Pete Alonso.
November 20th of 2023 is when we had Chris on. And we started the podcast that
month. Or
no,
October.
October, because we started.
It was during the playoffs.
Yep. So
beginning of October, I believe.
I'm quite sure he was our first ever guest. I'm gonna go look at all of them before that. Well, let's see.
Yeah, I believe he was.
Challenges.
I'm just trying to think of who came before him.
He was series.
He was in, and then we went to a hockey game after, and that was solid.
So Chris was with us back-to-back episodes. We had Mariners, Padres, and then
because he was here for like a week and a half.
I got Chris's back, Aaron Nola signing, and the Cardinals and White Sox outlook going into that year. So yeah, Chris, first ever guest on the show, first ever calling guest on the show. So
yeah,
pretty cool.
Makes sense.
Well, maybe we'll have to keep our first as a show with Chris here.
So we need to find out who is next and have them call in.
Yeah,
it might have been Evan, or no, I think it was Bradley and Tanner.
I think it was Bradley and Tanner. Yep. Yeah, because
Bradley knows this shit too.
Yeah,
Bradley would be a good person to call.
That was fun.
It was. Cool. Yeah, we need.
Appreciate you sneakily setting that up.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, no, we need to figure that one out a little bit better, like with my mic.
That's fine.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking of,
or if you're going to do that, we just bring one of these mics closer where he can face us.
Well, see, I'm still trying to figure out how to get them on our screen, like how to get them on the actual YouTube to where they can use their microphone and everything, and then it comes in on our shit. I don't know how, and I still have to figure that out.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, it's pretty legit. So, but so here's our last topic of the day. Okay, free agents. Like we asked Chris, like favorite free agent, where they're going, and this and that. There's notable free agents still left on the board. All right, and buddy, if you need to go pee, I'll hold it down like you did for me when I was looking for shit. I'm not pausing this because I'm not fucking with it. All right, so if you need to go pee, go. All right,
bud, hold it down for me. I'll be right back.
I will. So favorite free agent, right? So we're talking free agents here, and there's still some notable ones left on the board. All right, Bregman, for instance. I wish he'd go back to Houston, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'd love to see him with I'd love to see him go to Boston, but that's just my, biased, opinion, right? But there's also free agents that we're not talking about, and that would be like a Harrison Bader, a Garrett Hampson, a Kike, like Kike Hernandez. He would be such a perfect fit. I understand that Andrew McCutchen re-signed with Pittsburgh, but you put him in left field with that Pirates team, I'd love it. Absolutely love it. I want the Pirates to be good, but I know the Pirates aren't going to spend money. Okay? That would be, you can look it up even. You can literally go to MLB.com probably and just say what team needs this or what team needs that, and you can find out oh look, Coach Jace is back. Okay, perfect, thank you.
Here I am.
All right, so but what we're talking about, Jace, since you missed it, free agents, I'd said I'd love to see Bregman come to Boston. Yep. But that's just my biased opinion, right? But then you also have like a Harrison Bader, you have a Garrett Hampson, and you have a Kike Hernandez that we'd love to see go anywhere different. I'd love to see one of them at least go to Pittsburgh.
No, look, speaking of Pete, Pittsburgh is in dire need of a first baseman, and they're in dire need of power. I've said Anthony Rizzo to Pittsburgh would be a great fit. Lefty that can give you some average, give you some pop. Experience, got a championship, been in playoffs, been to multiple World Series. But Pete Alonso, dude. You imagine Pete in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. No, that'd be disgusting.
Oh
It'd be amazing. You'd have to have him play first. Because who was it? The Nationals. Nationals re-signed Jake Bell. Or not Jake Bell. Josh Bell. That's it.
Yep.
Jake Bell is my buddy. So, but like...
Dude, you got a buddy that signed with the Nats? Can you get us some tickets?
Probably not.
Man.
So
also,
look,
Georgia's going to lose.
I just had something pop up on my phone from Trade Rumors.
Okay.
Which teams can still use Arenado?
Yeah, I mean, which teams can still use him? The same teams that's in on Bregman. I mean, the Red Sox could use him. The Yankees could use him. Tigers could use him. Blue Jays could use him. Cardinals can keep him and use him. Giants, you don't really have a fit because you got Chapman there.
Just let him out. Sorry, everybody. The Dogs,
Diesel couldn't make his mind up if he wanted to come in or out.
No, he couldn't. Absolutely not. So,
but I mean, not really the Giants. Who else is in the market for them? Tigers, Sox, not Baltimore. Wow. Detroit, which I think I said Tigers already. Yankees, Blue Jays. Anybody else you can think of? What's Trade Rumor saying?
I'm trying to. It had me re-fucking sign in.
Come on, buddy. Which teams can still use him? Let's see. The Mariners. Best fits. Mariners come number one. That's what it's
telling me. Basically, it's saying I'm not a member.
That's weird.
That is weird. I'll see if I can get it on my laptop. But yeah, keep talking.
Mariners are the best fit, or one of the best fits. Angels, Blue Jays, Tigers. Possible but unlikely fits here. Athletics, Mets, Nats, Red Sox, Royals. And difficult to envision candidates. Yankees, Cubs, Reds, Padres. I don't see where you put him with the Padres unless you throw him at first base because you're trying to trade Luis Ariz.
That'd be the one.
That wouldn't be a bad trade for the Cardinals. You get a.
That wouldn't be. Yankees trade LeMahieu.
Cardinals don't want bad contracts.
He signed for what, $4 and $90?
It don't matter. He's not going to play. Unless the Yankees say, we'll take the Yankees. So for that to happen, the Yankees would have to say, Cardinals don't eat any of Arenado's contract, and we will eat. Let me see what he's getting paid. Who are we talking about? DJ LSU boy.
I think DJ LeMahieu's contract, from what I remember, is 4 years, $90 million. But that was after his MVP year.
Contract right here.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was after his MVP year, so I think that contract was up.
So he's getting paid this year and next year $15 million. So the Yankees would have to take all of Arenado's contract and probably pay $10 million of that one. The Cardinals
does Arenado have left on his contract?
3 years and something. Let's see, Nolan.
3 years, $300 million.
I don't think it's that much.
Oh, okay.
Arenado.
That'd be sick, though.
3 years, $300 million. Yeah, it's definitely not that much. Well, I say I don't think it's that much. It's definitely not that fucking much. He has 3 years and whatever 21 plus 16 plus 15 equals. So 21 plus 31, 52.
Quick math. No, 54. Wait, no.
21 and 21 and 31. 52.
I thought you said 23 and 31. That's why it was.
So 52, but the Rockies are paying some of that. If he doesn't get traded to the Yankees, the Cardinals have already offered him to the Astros, and they were going to pay the majority of his contract, whatever that number was, whatever majority means.
Majority means the most.
Yeah, but so $21 million divided that by 2 is 10.5. Were they going to pay 10.6, or were they going to pay 15, or were they going to pay 20?
Understood.
I understand I know what the word majority means.
Oh, okay. I thought you were confused a little bit. I didn't know
what part of this are they paying. So, yeah, it's an interesting number. Okay, back to free agents. Big names still out there, Coach. I'm sure you might have said it already, but Breggy, Alonso, Profar, on the pitching side, Tanner Scott, Jeff Hoffman, Carlos Estevez.
Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite? Oh,
I mean,
of
obviously,
the guys left. So who's just like my favorite player?
No, your favorite like free agent to land somewhere, like the guy that you're looking forward to most to land to a certain team.
Well, I mean, like you said, I take Bregman to the Red Sox all day.
Yeah, but I like Rizzo. Like where's Rizzo gonna go?
Yeah, we've talked about Rizzo in depth to every single team. I mean, everybody can use an Anthony Rizzo.
I don't know. What do I even search there? MLB free agents and where they fit.
All right, you do that. And I'm gonna talk about Hai Seong Kim.
Okay, so that was another name I looked at, and I was like, okay, like he's still up there. Like, so he's 29 years old. Somebody's got to sign his ass.
No.
Oh, no.
Not
okay.
Ha
Song Kim. I'm so glad I said that because we can differentiate.
Okay. There's a Hai Seong Kim and a Ha Sung Kim out there.
Differentiate. Yeah.
Ha Sung Kim is the one that's been in the league for a couple years, played with the Padres, second, short, all that stuff. Hai Seong Kim is a new guy from South Korea. He's about to make 26. January 27th, he makes 26. He has till tomorrow to sign with an MLB team, or he is back into Korea playing baseball. Okay, so everybody that doesn't know, when Korea, Japan, all these other leagues, these guys get posted for a certain amount of time. You got a 30-day window from the time you're posted. Okay? If you don't sign with an MLB team in that 30 days, you have to go back to where you came from, right? Go back to the team that you came from.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sorry, that was kind of bad. I was really sorry. You got to go back to the team.
Go back to where you came from.
Yeah. But Hai Seong Kim, Hye Seong Kim. The other one is Ha. That's the one that's been in the league. Hai Seong Kim has less than 24 hours. He's got till tomorrow to sign. And this is a guy that plays all the infield positions except first. He plays left field. This is a guy in the Korean League that has played 953 games. He's about to turn 26. Like I said, he's a career 204 hitter. Over the last 4 years, he's gone 304, 318, 335, 326 batting average. Not a home run threat, only 3, 4, 7, and 11. So, I mean, numbers are kind of increasing a little bit. Not a big home run threat. Stolen base threat, big time, 46, 34, 25, 30. Hadn't been caught very often. This is a guy that plays a great fielding. Last year, played all 119 games at second base. Had a 974. I guess it's not that great. Fielding percentage at second base, you want to see that around 987, 988 and higher. Georgia is definitely going to lose this game.
Shit.
And, you know, this is a guy that in 2023 he played majority of his time at second, played 5 games at short. Again, not the best fielding percentage at second base. It was 976. At first base, it was 923. We kind of got another Luis Arraez here, where we've seen Arraez play multiple infield positions. He's been on 14, let's just call it what it is. Padres are most likely trading him, so he'll be on 4 teams in 4 years. It's because he can hit. Yes, he'll have 3, or he has 3 straight batting titles.
What else is wrong with this guy that they're trading?
I don't know. That's a great
Is
question.
he bad defensively?
This is, yeah. Luis Ariz, yeah, he sucks defensively.
But
He's played short second. They put him at first base this year because he's bad.
I just don't understand. Like, you just put him as DH and keep him. Like, what's the deal here?
Well, you had so many infielders, right? Cronenworth is a first baseman. Luis Ariz, you'd put at second. You had Ha-Seong Kim at second for the longest. You signed Xander to a monster contract at short. You got Manny at third. You had to move Tatis, who was your shortstop, to right field, where he became a Platinum Glove winner. So you've had a plethora of infielders that you just haven't. I mean, you don't have room for. So you try to make things work. I think they put Cronenworth in left field a little bit this year to put Ariz at first, and Kim and Xander before Kim got hurt. So up the middle, but yeah, man. I mean, Ariz just isn't good defensively. Defensive numbers don't say it, but he's got 3 straight batting champions or batting titles, and man, give me that guy to lead off for me all day long. Good Lord. But yeah, Ha-Seong Kim. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. It's Hye. It is what it is. If I'm not, but
it sounds like
yeah.
Song. Speaking of Ha-Seong Kim, so MLB.com has potential fits as Braves, Giants, Red Sox.
Give me the Giants in that situation.
You think with what's his name? Oh fuck, he was so good. He was a shortstop.
Mauricio or whatever.
No. This year, I think he's a rookie, or was a rookie this year. Giants depth chart.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at too. Depth chart. Tyler Fitzgerald.
Yep, that guy. Tyler Fitzgerald has speed, can field, he can hit. So that's why I don't see that as a potential fit. Braves, yeah, I could see that.
I could see it with the Braves. Well, no, I can't because you got lefty. You got Ozzie at second.
No, put him at short.
Okay.
He's a shortstop. He really is. So he's a shortstop. Put him at short. I can also see him with the Red Sox. Who we have at short?
Trevor Story.
Put him at second. Or put Ha-Seong Kim at second. Either way. You can flip either one of them and it'll be okay.
Yeah. I think the Giants is the move here. Tyler Fitzgerald only has 6 games at second base under his belt and only 72 games at shortstop. And at that shortstop position, he's a .958 fielder. And at the second base position, he's a .950 fielder, so he's not that good defensively.
Yeah, but he's good offensively. This makes up for it.
He is good offensively.
This goes back to, kids, if you're listening, first of all, get your parents' permission. And second of all, this goes back to be
a multi-fielder.
Well, no, I'm not that.
Multi-positional player.
No, because obviously he sucks at both positions, right? So be able to hit. If you can hit, they'll find a place on the lineup for you.
So that's
and
what
they'll
I'm
find
saying.
a place on the field for you.
So that's what I'm saying. You got Willie that you signed and Chapman. That's your left side of the infield. That's third. Well, it's short and third. And Willie at short, Chapman at third.
Okay.
Tyler Fitzgerald's probably, as it's set right now, is slotted into your second base position. You don't love a .950 fielding percentage, though. And you got a guy at DH, Gerard Encarnacion, who hit .248 with 5 homers in 138 plate appearances last year. Or at bats last year, not plate appearances. Let me get Tyler Fitzgerald, who can absolutely rake and say, hey, you focus on just hitting, slide into that DH spot. I got Lamont Wade Jr. at first base. I got Ha-Seong Kim at second. I got Adames at short. I got Chapman at third. I got the best infield in the entire MLB. And a DH that can absolutely rake. I got a center fielder in Jung Hoo Lee, that's going to lock down center field for me. I got Elliot Ramos, who's an up-and-coming absolute star in left field. And right field, I got Yaz. I'm not too excited about that, but it is what it is. Yaz is my 9-hole going into the year, and that's the only place that I'm really worried about. Yeah, I'll take that.
What about so one more guy. Let's talk about one more guy, and then we'll go ahead and close it out for the day. All right. Roki Sasaki.
I did not think that's where you were going, but okay.
Where the hell is this guy going?
Bro. You know, it's so intriguing. He's such an intriguing player because coming out of the Japan League, he is an absolute stud. This is a guy that over the last 3 years where he's been a full-time starter, 2022, 9-4 with a 2.02 ERA. All right. 2023, 7-4 with a 1.78 ERA. And this past year, 2024, he was 10-5 with a 2.35 ERA. This is a guy that is absolutely electric when he's on the mound. He's got a 102-mile-an-hour fastball, and he's got a splitter or a changeup or a singer, whatever the hell they throw over there, that is absolutely disgusting. The problem is that he has 2 pitches. That's the issue.
Yeah, but you can develop that.
You can. The good thing about it is that he's 23. He's not going to turn 24 until the season's over November 3rd.
That's also fair.
So where is he going, right? He's had meetings with a few teams. I don't remember who those meetings are. There are reportedly 20 teams interested. He had meetings with select few. Let me log into ESPN.com real quick because they came out and said who those teams were. Sasaki met with set few of 20 interested teams. Those teams, let's see. All right. Various reports, this is according to ESPN.com, various reports have listed the Dodgers, Padres, Rangers, Yankees, Mets, Cubs, Giants among teams that were granted initial meetings, none of which have been confirmed by Sasaki's camp. So, according to this, too, there's speculation that the bidding for Sasaki could come down to the Dodgers and Padres. However, not according to ESPN, we have seen other articles come out saying Sasaki is not interested in a big market because he does not like to be under the microscope, that every bad start that he's bound to have, because not every start's going to be perfect,
fair,
is going to get destroyed by the media. So there has been reports that he wants more of a smaller town or smaller market team. The team I keep my eye out on the most is not the Dodgers or the Padres. It's not a West Coast team at all.
I was thinking Oakland.
There's
the A's. I'm sorry, the A's. Athletics Baseball Club, ABC.
If you were on MLB.com, right, or if you were on MLB Network, you'd have to put $1 in a pot for saying.
Is that really what they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It's what they claim to do, at least, because I listen to them all the time. But, dude, look, the team. There's 2 teams I got my eye on here. Okay. One is what team has been extremely quiet that should be extremely busy this offseason, especially in the starting pitcher market, Baltimore Orioles. You don't know what Grayson Rodriguez is going to give you. You don't know when Kyle Bradish is coming back and how good he's going to be. You lost John Means. You lost Corbin Burns. Baltimore Orioles, they're not the Yankees. They're not Toronto. They're not the Red Sox in the East, right? You're not getting that same media that you're getting from those teams. Dodgers, Padres, you're not getting the same media that you're getting Dodgers, Padres. It's a big market now that they've sold. Fuck, I did it again. It's a big market now that they have new ownership.
There we go.
But it's still a small market when you compare it to what else you're facing in that division, especially Yankees, Sox, and a whole country in Canada, right? So that's a team. The other one that I'm on the lookout for is one that ain't made a move all offseason besides trading solar power, and that is the Atlanta Braves. Alex Anthopoulos is famous for having no news in the market, and then bang, something happens.
Does he have till tomorrow to sign?
No, so Sasaki has until January 23rd, and that won't pick up until the 15th of January. Okay.
But why is that? Why compared to the other guy?
So the other guy got posted earlier.
Okay.
From the Korean.
So they have X amount of days.
You got 30 days from the time you're posted. Okay? So
Korea or Japan?
Korea.
Okay.
For Kim. Japan for Sasaki.
Got it. Okay. I wonder if their rules are different.
So here's the other thing. Sasaki is not 25 years old. Okay? So
he's 23.
He's 23.
Yes.
The ruling in the CBA that we talked about earlier, a collective bargaining agreement between the Players Association and MLB, the rule that they have is at 25 or with X amount of years, I don't remember the year, I think it's 9 or 7 or something like that, the years of service playing professionally, the Japan Professional League, right?
Oh, fuck. What's it called? Damn it.
Nippon something.
Hold on.
Nippon Baseball League.
No.
NBL. I thought it was NPP.
Is it
ON or something like that? Nippon.
Oh shit. Japan.
Either way. Point
Baseball League.
Yeah. Point being the fact that come January 15th, all 30 MLB teams.
NPB.
Nippon
Professional Baseball. So not NBL or anything. Like it's NPO or NPB. That's what it is. Nippon Professional Baseball.
Okay, so close enough.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought it was Nippon.
No, that's fine. But the acronym.
So January 15th every year for all 30 teams, your international signing bonus resets to whatever it is, whatever the number. I think it's like $6.2 million this year, something like that. Some of that money got traded. Some of that money got sent off with, oh my gosh, what's the contract they offer free agents at the end of the year? It's a 1-year deal.
Oh fuck
oh my gosh,
the qualifying offer.
Yes, the qualifying offer.
I just erased it off the board.
Some of the way it's signed, if you're a tax team or whatever, you got to send X number of international money to the team that signed your player. So some of that money gets rearranged. Say every team starts at $6 million, right? You got to think throughout the year you're signing international free agents before January 15th of the next year. So that money's dwindled down. Now, Hae-Seong Kim don't have $6 million to play with. But come January 15th, Roki Sasaki has $6 million. Let's just say that's the number. I'm pretty sure that's not the number. But he has $6 million from, let's say, 18 teams that he can play with because the other 12 teams either traded international bonus money or signed a player which cost them $500,000 in international bonus money or whatever. So between the 15th of January and the 23rd, which is his last day he can sign, is when he's going to sign. So we got a 7-day, 8-day span that Roki Sasaki's market will be all eyes on Roki Sasaki. Hopefully Breggy, Alonso's gone by then, so that way we can say, like, hey, these 7 days, where's Sasaki going?
Yeah,
it's all about international bonus money because he's 23, so he hasn't surpassed the threshold age group of 25. He hasn't gotten to the X amount of years it takes before you can be posted and signed for big money. This is the same thing Shohei did. Shohei came over as an international free agent before he was able to sign for big money like we saw Yamamoto do this year. Yamamoto signed for, was it 12 and 325 or something like that? 10 and 325, something below. I think it was 12 and 325. Sasaki Otani will.
What's Yamaha's contract?
Yeah, I think it's 12. It's either 10 or 12 for 325. I know 325 is definitely the number. I don't know the years though.
12-325.
Okay, 12 and 325.
There you go, boy.
That is what I thought
I'm
it was.
so proud of you.
So we won't see that from Sasaki. We're going to see a 3-year deal at.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's go, Bob.
I'm just going to leave it open.
Well, they're going to bark. It's
That's
okay.
all right. We're going to see a 3-year deal, 4-year deal at $18 million or something like that. $15 million or something. Like, we're not seeing a Yamamoto contract, even though all projections say Sasaki's better than Yamamoto. And it's because he hasn't hit these thresholds that is agreed upon between MLB and the Players Association. Now, if he waits 2 years, stays healthy, we would see him come over here for a 12-year, $400 million contract.
Stays healthy. I mean, staying healthy
is the key.
In the MPV is like, that's what they do. Like, they don't get hurt there.
Right.
And if it is, it's a hitter, like an ankle strain or some shit, like running the base.
Yeah.
Like, I wish the MLB would adopt their rules a little bit.
I just
pitching wise, at least.
I just think they need to force. I mean, if you're going to do anything, you force a 6-man rotation where these guys are throwing once a week, because that's what Japan League does. It's in PB,
yeah.
Nippon Professional Baseball.
Yep.
Okay, in PB, that's what they do. They throw once a week.
Yep.
That's why we've seen so many guys come over here.
College baseball.
Yeah, that's why we've seen so many guys come over here, and all of a sudden you start throwing twice a week, and you got all these bullpens in between, and you're long tossing, and you're not throwing, and you're doing this, and you're doing that. Shohei's on Tommy John number 2.
Yep, since he's come to the MLB. That's what's crazy.
Which was in 18.
Yeah.
So in 6 years, this man's had 2 Tommy Johns. But
yeah. But anyways, so
it'd be a fun name to keep an eye out on. But that market will heat up in. It is currently Thursday the 2nd. That market will heat up in approximately 13 days.
Yeah, I can't tell if Bella moved the camera or not. But anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Diamond Deck Discussions. This has been a great conversation. We had Chris to join us today. This has been just phenomenal. It's a great day. Georgia ended up losing, so another SEC team out of the college football playoffs. But we got Texas still in there, and let me be honest with you, we're not rooting for them. So, with that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Diamond Deck Discussions, and we are unfiltered.